Ebusia any komo ewo channel so AGH Politics Avenue podcast or self-paying me quiz big headlines and ye jemre na edibi exum ewo ha ni dim ni ahobraksi mu mesrok se onua yambo enra ye political highways ni na asana no eya na subscribe to the channel ade amame onua yanko eye highways ni na defense ministry eho no adam pan ache na eje bo coming days ibehu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etimi abo eye Senator Rawlings din se ono enemehwe sa ministry so na Prez TV the fire bi ababontia abo eye ma mani din a onua eno ene project e dey at screen so e amount na say ene fire no e kan say Honorable Senator Rawlings will be named Minister for Defense in the coming days by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Congratulations in advance, inshallah, God willing. Next, say, Prez TV on also the wadi abano yemfa empaibo entai yenu abano echi na ibehu say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wabon din say omehwe sa asweye ho na onye entutuye emfa emo eye Ghana aban no sanso na we ni free ho artist bi a friend say eye Ibrahim Mahama Black Maria team no edi omunsa akeka eye abrantie na opanya oda eye Black Maria team no ano ababontie so abeka ono so ne cross section of assembly na message stress yemo ngura sansemedi bra eye Black Rasta ajembre na ono so twaso edi amay AGH Politics abe.
And sometimes he says that I don't know why he still calls himself a Muslim if he can peddle such lies. We spoke to him a few hours before we got into the studio. My brother, my sister, let's listen to him. In fact, he used a couple of expletives as attributed to Ibrahim Mahama. Those of you who don't speak the Bani, when we return, we will tell you exactly what he meant by those. Watch this.
As we speak, with regards to what happened, I'm a Northerner coming from Tamale, and I'm also a chief warrior. Every function that happens in the North, I go to celebrate it in as far as the North is concerned. So the Eid al-Adha, the Eid al-Fitr was just approaching a day to the Eid al-Fitr. I had some of, out of my men 113 33 of them are Muslims. So I asked those who are coming from Ashanti, Eastern, either other parts of the country to grant them permission for them to go home and also take part in the festive season. So having done that, I gave them the opportunity. So some people from Bole, some people from Wale, some from Tamale, and let me say majority of them were from Tamale area, and others who are from other regions, where they also went. So we went, and then on that was on the Saturday, we left my home and we were going to the Ambaria mosque because we were going to greet the sheikh, the leader of the Sunnah family there, together with other colleagues who were in town. I called all of them that they should come and they will go use the opportunity after the prayers, we can go and then greet the leader of the Sunnah community in Ambaria. Once we were going from town that is around Hilltop area, descending to St. Paul's or Holy Cross area, there was heavy traffic with regards to people had just finished at St. Paul's Primary School, and then the thing was that we could not pass. So there's a bypass that we can pass through that appears around the forest. And that forest area, there's a road that you turn back that will come to Mariam Hotel, and there's a T junction there. Once we're coming with a police car, with my private car and other private car, together with one police car being last, there we got to the T junction. There was a VIP bus that had blocked the road, and then the coastal bus which also came to block the road, and then there was too much of congestion. So the police car that was front, that contained 4 policemen, got down, and I told them to just go, and then I didn't even come. I was just in the car. So they should go and make sure that they bring them, because it was confusion. Everybody was standstill. They don't know who is going. And then they went there to make the bus go back, and then there was way for us to come out. Once we were about to come out, then the coastal bus came in to block my car that was next to the police car. I was in the car. Then the guys got down from the car. Why are you doing this? Go back. He said, we have moved together. He said he will not go back. So even people who were motorists also became angry. Why is this guy doing this? You have been standing here and you have made us to all suffer this frustration. Now that the police have come, you are still there. The only thing you say, he's not going. Then the police go move, and he will not move. He has one life to live. Either he live or he die. So I even wonder what influenced him to make that statement. What life do you have to live and what do you have to live? I mean, what will influence you to make that statement? One, seeing the police vehicle clearing the road and then going to pass and you do this, that's completely obstruction and then disrespect to the law enforcement officers. I was in the car, so he still blocked. The people got down now. The motorists, all civilians, all got down. They move. Why are you doing this? The next moment he rolled his glass. What he said was that, you people, when President Mahama is gone, that's the time that you see your real sizes. I mean, what does it? So that statement, and then insulted us, your mothers in the Bani. Insulted in the Bani. In my new back, and then the top close then you close the louvers. Then people became angry. Other people were insulting. I am standing at this juncture to say anybody who wants interest in this matter should go and look at the CCTV footage, and they will be able to see the actual happening of the area. People got down from their car because of the statement he made. What does this have to do with your mama issue? So the citizens rise up. They start hitting the car. The guy that they call Ibrahim Mama, which me, I have never even met him. I don't even know him. I'm sitting in my car. I didn't even go down. So it was then I got down and I said, so you will not move. I am so. Why are you behaving this way? He was in the car. Then that was why they were forcing, people were forcing the other, and the bombers, they were pushing the car as if they want to even push the car down. How can you make people were speaking the money, agitating? All of a sudden, they pulled him out of the car. People started beating him, others started. Then I asked the guys, hey, you should make sure that you take them. Let's put him inside the police car. Let's go and then detain them. We will know when we get to the police station. I will know what to do. Then they removed them. Then they went and that time, there was already they had already blood coming from there. And this guy was forcing, just trying to remove his teeth. I don't know what he was intended to do. People can lie. I've heard different stories after this issue. I was in the car watching. Then they moved him to the police car. I asked my driver to go and pick the car and pack it well so that we can all, and the other road users will have access. Anybody at all, if they want it to get the public, those who are available, some people have video footages, others took video footages, and then there's a CCTV camera there that can tell and give a true story of what happening. Immediately, when they took him, we took to the police station. We got to the police station. Then they brought them. That was when I even I have to meet them, and I asked the guy. So there's a video that was taken by one of my men. When we got there, the guy and I said, but you don't know me. He said he doesn't even know me. And I said, I'm so and so. I'm DSP so and so. What? And it's like that he even wanted to meet me. It's unfortunate he's meeting me in this manner and started begging. And you see the recording, that's why he started begging. And I asked them, if you see when I was going to ask them that, so where do they come from? He said, he's a son of, they come from Alaji Savannah. And I said, and you could see even the video that is circulating. I said, and then I stopped. I was writing the offense to make the entries. I said, can they get Alaji Savannah number for us to call? One of the men said he will call somebody to call Alaji Savannah. And they called him. Alaji Savannah came with another old man. He came to the police station. I spoke to him and I said, this is what has happened. And our brother, now I'm even hearing that he says he's an artist. I have never met him before. But he should have known best. He's sitting in the car and insulted. He was filming this and the people, and then the statement he made made the public very angry. Especially it was a political statement. It was not needed. But those people there, you could see that they belong to the NDC or they belong to the party. So they said, what does this thing have to do? So because of that, there was attack there. Even though we had issues with him for his obstruction and other deviant behavior and insulting behavior, so we brought them to charge them for offensive conduct. And then that was where we were, and then immediately you came. So this is the situation. He asked them, why did you people behave that way? Alaji Savannah. Then he blamed them. They said they were sorry. And I told them, I'll let them take their statement and release them for you to go. And that was the instructions that we did. They took their statement and then we released them to go. Only for them later in the evening for us to hear in the news that Black Maria have gone to beat Ibrahim Mahama.
Only for us to hear in the evening that Black. Watch this. Now the whole truth in the Ibrahim Mahama police beatings. Now, it's all over Ghana that a diplomat has been beaten to pulp by the police. Who is this diplomat we're talking about? Who is this guy who is an internationally recognized artist? Who is this diplomat who is an internationally recognized artist? His name is Ibrahim Mahama. And this is Ibrahim Mahama. He's somebody I've interviewed a couple of times on my radio show. And he's somebody I have a lot of respect for. My brother, my sister, he is the founder of the Red Clay Studio right there in Tamale. He's a renowned artist who is so well sorted after. Oh, yes. He's a sought after artist around the world, and he moves from place to place talking about art. He's so well respected around the world. And this artist here, Ibrahim Mahama, my brother, my sister, recently was given diplomatic status in Ghana. A well sought after international artist, all of a sudden, after so much hard work, became a diplomat for his country. And at the ceremony, he came and joined some other diplomats to be and celebrated his new world of diplomacy. This is Ibrahim Mahama. My brother, my sister. Now, Ibrahim Mahama, a couple of days ago, was reported to have been beaten by the police in Tamale, specifically the Black Maria, the IGP's special initiative of the Black Maria, headed by DSP Abdul Jalil Bawa. And it's made news all over the world. What really happened? And we have the whole truth right here, my brother, my sister. Despite all the controversies, it's been reported all over Ghana in the media that Ibrahim Mahama was beaten up. Black Maria has come out to deny it. DSP Abdul Jalil Bawa has vehemently denied it. And it looks like many more people are beginning to talk about this with each passing hour. Now, can we go into the details of this? Now, the story has it like this. Salah Day happened, and so many people went out there to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Now, Tamale is a place that is predominantly Muslim. And many people went out there to celebrate the Eid. It looked like in an area where one of the Eids was held. You know, Eid is held in so many different places, depending on the denomination of Islam you belong to, and even the distance. So, this area was said to have had a lot of people attending. And when the Eid was over, everybody was rushing to go home. And you know how it is with Eid al-Fitr. You are not supposed to eat, my brother, my sister, so much before you go to Eid. Just something small to break the fast and to officially end the Ramadan. So many people just drank water. Some had a little bit of tea. So they were hungry right after the Eid and were rushing home. There was a traffic jam. And a lot of people also gathered, and we were told that they were supporters of the NDC. They were in a convoy. And they also got caught in this traffic jam. It was around Mariam Hotel in Tamale, those of you who know Tamale quite well. And they were now breaking through to join the main road and then go home and have a good meal. Oh my God. Traffic, so many tens of minutes. And Ibrahim Mahama was in a coaster bus with his uncle driving this coaster bus. My brother, my sister, he stayed in traffic for so long. At a point, he said he saw the Black Maria coming around, trying to overtake the whole convoy. And then he pushed his car forward, telling them that, you see, because I have a longer car, when I move, there would be so much space so that many more people would follow. It brought about so much disagreements. And then, according to Ibrahim Mahama, he was punched so many times, he even lost a tooth. His car was broken into. This was what he told us when we spoke to him on his way out of the hospital on Saturday evening. This was what he said. Watch this.
So, yeah, thank you. So this morning, went to the mosque. I went with my uncle and my family. So we went with a bus, our institution bus, Red Clay. So when we got there, the place was choked. So we even had to stop on the way and let all the women get down and go straight for the prayers. So we went to park and then we finished the prayers halfway. So after that, after it was finished, we decided to leave before everyone leaves there, and then there is a jam again. So we were trying to take an alternative route, so at least we will be able to escape the traffic a bit and get to my father's house, which is just around the corner. We asked the ladies to walk over to the house so they don't have to join the bus. On the way, we to a T-junction around the Mariam Hotel in Tamale, and we were stuck. There were other long vehicles, buses that were also using the road that were also stuck. And we're trying to see how we could negotiate our way with the traffic jam so at least everyone will be able to pass. And then suddenly we saw these police units that were trying to overtake all the cars. And the first car that came ahead was a police vehicle. And the others that were back, we weren't very sure. But apparently they wanted to pass. But the place was jammed, so no one could go. So my uncle who was driving said to them that, oh, if they are going to reverse the bigger truck, so they should just let us pass. So at least because ours is big, then they also have space to park. And then they were shouting, screaming. So it through like an exchange between themselves and my uncle. And then the next thing we see, they break into the vehicle, beating, punching, assaulting us. They drag us. There's blood all over the place. Take us to the police station. And they said because I was videoing them, so they beat me up merciless. They took me to the station and then beat me up merciless just to open the phone for them to delete the video from the phone. And some of them even saying that they could kill us and nothing will happen and blah, blah, blah. It was honestly, the most traumatizing thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. And to think that of all the work that we do, at the end of the day, your life is just going to hang in the balance of someone who doesn't even have a high school certificate.
Wow. Did they know who you were at the time of the beating?
They did, but they didn't care. Apparently, one of them even called someone and said that, oh, they are malhandling that guy that operates Red Clay. And then when we got to the station and then they told them that, oh, I was a diplomat, or they said, oh, they don't care. They don't care about this. And all of them were there, including the leader of the Black Maria group. Tell you.
Wow. Before this assault, what did you think about the Black Maria?
I've never encountered them before. I've only read about them online and the mixed feelings of some people saying that they don't want them, some people saying they do, and a lot of people saying that because they use a lot of excessive force and all that. But I remember just a week ago, my mother and I were talking about them, and my mother said, oh, he thinks that they use excessive force, but at least for drugs, they thought that the reason why some people thought they wanted them was because they thought that they were somehow kevin on like the drug menace in Tamale and all that. But I think underneath it, there were so many other things happening which people were not really happy about, and that's why they wanted. So personally, because I'm more operating from an institutional point and also traveling a lot and coming, I've never really had a good opinion about it, but I try to feed off the opinion of other people. It's always very mixed. Either some people think it's good or a lot of people think it's just very bad because of the excessive force. And today I understood why. Because they did not have any time to even have any conversation. They got down from the bus and it was just violence from the beginning to the end.
Were you able to pick up a few names?
No, Black Prez, when you're being slapped left and right, you don't think about those things. You're just trying to get out of the situation. Yeah, because I even told them who I was, who my father is, because my father is quite very prominent in Tamil. So at least, even based on that, even if you don't know who I am and what I do, at least you have a bit of respect for that, and that will give you a bit of restraint. But they didn't care, they had no restraint. Even when my father came to the station later, they were screaming, shouting, like, yeah.
Wow. Have you been discharged from hospital?
Yes, I did. I had to run some tests. But the punches they gave on my face, my tooth, I have some broken tooth. Some of them are like dangling, but because it's a weekend, dentists are not working, so I have to wait till Monday because before I can do that examination. But as for the other part, I did the examination and they gave me medicine for body pains and other things. So yeah, at least there was no internal injury, so there's pains and all that. Yeah.
Was it the punches that gave you the broken tooth, or they used some other?
Yeah. No, the point is just their physical face. They're just using their face the whole time.
They just hit me with their fists the whole time. He's a diplomat, a renowned international artist. He tries to get things that we normally throw away and brings them together to be able to make a piece of art. And he's so well recognized around the world. In fact, he even brought aeroplanes to Tamale. Broken down aeroplanes. And people can now go to the area and look at some of these planes that no longer are working. In fact,
we ain't some of the course or channel so. And I was so jembre. That's an say a wadi dumbi edumia. Unia, Yabasumo, a question.